Welcome to the Yeshiva Daf. Shir sponsor Louis Nishma Sarim Yaakov Shalom Leab Sitzvok. We're holding Sanhedrin Daf Lama. We started off with base in the last line. Gemara says, "Ahi oidiso." Remember, oidiso is what? Oidiso is the shtar hoido. If someone says, "I'm moided to you that I owe you money," they have a kosebe duchron pisgomi. It said over there the loshen zikaroin dvarim. Duchron pisgomi means zikaroin of things. Now, and what does it not say? It doesn't say the lashon of edus. Edus should be zikaron edus. Zikaron dvarim is more of a lashon of dayanim. Say what of laman amudalef. V'chol lishnei deveidino. It said all the lishnei bedino. The lashon of bezid. It now mentioned that there was 3 dayanim. One is not there, even though there was only 2, and only 2 people signed. So that's the clue where Rish Lakish said, we saw in the end of yesterday's daf, that Rish Lakish said that I can assume that everything was done right. So he says, no, maybe there is a Beis Din. Maybe they make a mistake. I think 2 is enough. Says the Gemara, says, yeah, that's all if you didn't say the word Beis Din. So the word Beis Din, everybody knows, should be at least 3. Even though it says 2, it was 3 and one of them died. Say, who said the Dilmo Beis Din Chotzofu? Dova Shmuel, Shtayim Shedadu, Tidei of Din, Eshiku Beis Din Chotzofu. 2 people that do Eidus are Beis Din Chotzuf. So what the Kosebei Beidino de Rav Ashi. It said the Beis Din Rav Ashi. The Dilma about the Rav Ashi Shmuel Srilu. Maybe they all like Shmuel. They kept to Eidim. Because the boy Omar Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi, Rabbeinu Ashi told us he wanted to say something against Allah. So if he told us, it means he did it right. It's similar to what we learned in the end of the daf. Says, I saw. This is a Tosefta Ma'aser Sheni. Someone says, I saw your father putting money into a Shida table migdal, boxes or wagons. He said, what he did, he said, this money I'm putting aside belongs to Shmerel. Shomai Sheni. But if he said it, that it was in the house, it means he has no access to the person who's saying he has no access. You said, okay, I don't believe you. But beside the dvar kayomim, why? It's beyond. If it's in the field, he can just go there, take the money, give it to that person. He says, believe me, I saw. He told me it's accessible for everybody. If he's able to reach himself, and be able to lead right. They saw themselves. They saw him see their father putting money aside. He said, told him, belongs to Shmerel, it belongs to the Sheni. Depends how he's saying it. If he's saying it in a way that seems he's saying it seriously, you have to follow the instructions. If he's saying it in a way that sounds like he's do a trick, wants to say a name, people should not think there's a lot of money over there. So then person knows his father left him $10 million. He doesn't know where. Comes the Baal HaChalom. What's the Baal HaChalom? Baal HaChalom, Rashi says, is Sar HaMerech Chalom is B'layla. In other words, the Malach who shows dreams. Comes the one who shows dreams, says, I'll tell you exactly where your money is. The money is with that location, but it's not yours. It belongs to Ma'aser Sheni. It belongs to somebody else. Ze'aya Maiseh. That's exactly what happened. We don't follow dreams. Follow dreams. You read it? So here, he told him where it is in the dream. He can take it for himself. Yeah. Why? Why? So what's the shot? The person with this will be mine with the shomach shal on the daf. But as the first should bring, there's attachments and there's what? Yeah. That's why you wanna be able to have access to it. So the idea is the attachment in yanim is that ein choloy beloy dvorim b'tein. So therefore, you can follow a dream, but it doesn't obligate you. That's a puzzle shot. Meaning, it could be right, it could be wrong. It doesn't obligate you. Because dreams, doesn't mean it means it's something which is not 100% reliable. And therefore, I don't have edus. I don't have money. My father had money left. Hi, the guy told you where it is. Say that. She told you where it is. The chaloim doesn't tell you what it is. There's a story, just to mention it, we mentioned when we learned it in we mentioned this in the past, that we saw I believe it was the Briskirov, that someone came to him and told him that he's supposed to go on a journey, and he had a dream that he's going to go, and the horse is going to fall into the ice, and he's going to die. He's going to die. There's a full. So the Briskirov told him, and he went, and the horse fell, and he died. And it's exactly how he dreamt. And they went to the Briskirov, and the Briskirov says, still, that's it. Point is that, in other words, the fact that it so happened to be, says the Briskirov, doesn't mean that the dream said it. So yes, Oidlai, and Bedova pays more about it. Says the word Shtayim or Mizaka. Going back now to the Mishnah. Mishnah said, you have Dayanim, and Dayanim, you have 2 against 1. Two say he's innocent, one says not. And then you write it down. So how do you write it down? You write Zakai. They write who are the Dayanim, like we have in the court today in America. The majority opinion. It doesn't say Izakai. It says from their words came at Zakai. The Gemara explain what's the machlokes exactly. My benayim. The Gemara in the beginning wants to say Shailei is the third person. The third dayan, if they made a mistake. So the 2 said Izakai, one said Israel. And then they found out they made a terrible mistake. You have to pay back. So does he have to pay the third one? The mandoma zakai. If you write zakai mishalim, he has to pay because he's one of the beasts. Mandoma ploni mizaki ploni michayvin lo mishal. If you say who it is, doesn't pay. So the mandoma zakai mishalim. Why should he pay? Lema leui ledidit seititun osu nami lo shalimtu. What do you mean? He tells her, I was screaming, I said, this is wrong. He didn't listen to me. Why do you want him to pay? First is to pay, they should pay his chayil. Why should they pay his chayil? Why they pay it? Because all 3 are Bezdin. The Bezdin did it Zakah. Yeah, you can do a Bezdin based on 2. So the 3 together said Zakah, even though it's 2 against 1, so they have to pay for it. And don't play with Zakah. Play with Mechayim, lo Mishal. So that's the machlokes. So when man don't Zakah, Mishalmi, Vilei Mulei, Ilavat Ba'adon, they have a sale like Midi. Says, why should they pay his portion? I should tell him, you were part of it. If you weren't being here, you would not have anything. So complete change of understanding what we said till now. What does it say in the pasuk? And the limit for us here is not to come and reveal the secrets, not to reveal the inner interaction of base. You don't mention who said what, because you're not supposed to reveal it. I don't write. You can't just write Yizaka. Only two dayonim said Zaka. Yeah, we ask it that way, but just to say like it sounds like it looks like a lie. Also, he said the Mavis the Yos both. Yos both that it is a problem of looking like Sheker, and he also agrees with Losech Rachel. Hika Kase Achi with Divern is not complaining. Now they don't say that he's Zakai, because Zakai Mashra, they all three said he's Zakai, but they don't say who said what. Say with Divern is not complaining. And we'll get Bezashim back to the Kudo of Losech Rachel in tomorrow's daf. Says the Gemara, once they finished, they brought them back in. So what does it mean they brought them back in? Because you had the Gemara understand what happened. They brought in 1/8. They investigated. They brought the next 8. They investigated. Now it says once they finished, you brought them both back in. Why are you asking both back to come back in? You already heard them. Says the Gemara, the who are you bringing back in? In the Balitini, you must have kind the Baldim were always there. The two Balitini. Hello, lady. Come on, that's like I'm not so the Tanyo. We had a bright, so we saw them. We mentioned some said Bobas as well. Cheated number 1 is in order for them to become Adim, they have to see the Maaseh together. It can be not together. We'll see in a moment. We're going to speak about it. But what does it mean? Let's say Reuben tells Shimon, Reuben lends Shimon, and the next day, Shimon admits to Reuben that he owes him money. 1/8 saw Sunday, the other 8 saw Monday. They didn't see the same thing together, but they both know that he owes him money. Do they join together or not? So Rabbanan say no. Shulchan says yes. Now that's one machlokes. Machlokes number 2. In order to testify in Beis Din, you need to have what? 2 Eidim speak in Beis Din together. No, you don't have to hear them together. You can hear each one individually. So our Mishnah is not of Nasan. Because according to Nasan, you can hear each one alone. So I already heard each one alone. Why do I need to bring them both back in? How long ago the Kabbalah have to hear them together? So we're not talking about the 18 to come back in. The ones who come back in is Balidinim. You said the Balidinim were already there. The minig of the Kiyyat was you hear, bring the Balidinim in, you listen to what they have to say. This is an Eidim, you bring the Eidim, listen to what they have to say. And then you take them out. They don't have to be privy to the discussion. And then they brought him back in and they told him what happened. So we're talking about Eidim, but they're just not there during the discussion. Says the Gemara, because clearly the Eidim come back in. You're right, that price doesn't go like a Moshe. So the Gemara wanted to know if our Mishnah goes like a Moshe or not. The Gemara conclude that our Mishnah can be going like Rav Nosson as well. We're talking about Eidim, but the price says that. Now the Gemara goes on to the Mechlekes. Question is, do they have to see it together or not? So the Gemara now explains. Michael, what's the Mechlekes? Either it's a pasuk or a svar. I'm one of the kavasidai, look kavasidai. I'm one of the kavasidai, look kavasidai. They're not mamish testifying the same thing. One is saying that he owes him money, and the other one's saying that he admits that he admitted to him. It's not the same money. They are both saying that Reuven owes money to Shimon. Now, why does he owe money to Shimon? One says, I saw Reuben borrowing money from Shimon. And one says, I saw Reuben admitting he owes money to Shimon. But he owes money to Shimon. If you might say more, where's the possible? It says Eid Loshon Yochid, Raw V'Yod. So we know right away it's not only one Eid, because how many Eid do you need to have? Two. So it says the pasuk one Eid should not come. One Eid can be. It says Eid. It's one. So why does the pasuk say the word Echad? Eid Echad. This teaches you if the Torah says the word Eid, Eid means two. Actually, further till the Torah says clearly Echad. Why does the Torah say Loshon Echad? It's two. To tell you they have to be like one, seeing it together, as if they're one person. So that's what he means. The pasuk is tell you they're called one because they start together. Eid, Ra, Yoda, telling you anyway you have Eidus is fine. So that's the machlokes if they have to see it together or not. Says they have to testify together. That's what we saw before. What's the machlokes? Ibay seva svaro, ibay seva kol. Ibay seva svaro masova eid echod kios to the shuasi. When one aid testifies, he's not coming to take money out. He can't. When one aid says you owe money, all he can do is give a shua. So he's coming for a shua. He's not coming for a faith. When they do come together to basic, do they testify simultaneously at the same moment? No. You join it together. If I join together when they're both in the same place, I can join together a few minutes later. So that is a sorrow. If I say it says it didn't say, right? Look, you have the punishment. It says when the base. Everybody agrees, like Rabbanon, that you have to see it together because it says Eid, Eid Echad, Eid. When it says Eid, tell you they're seeing it together. The question is going to because it says, Im lo yagid b'chad so Re'ir and Agodah is together. So if Re'ir required to have 1/8, you have to have it together. Agodah also have it together. Or you don't say that question. Okay? So that's the clear. So Shimon Yakim once was very busy trying to get Rebbe to become a Rebbe, to get Tzvicha. It didn't work out. Does anybody know of halachas of Yeshiva Daf? Referring to Rabbi Yisrael Chanino. He knows. What is it? Says you want to give it to him? Give him a smicha. Now's the opportunity. Samche, give him a smicha. What did you hear? Shuvah agrees to Shuvah that says that they don't have to see it together. He agrees with them not so they don't have to testify together. Now, as the one says it right away, that's clear. The only reason to say not like Avnoso that they have to testify together because you all have to see together. So then you do a hekesh, see you have to do together, you have to testify together. If you hold that they don't have to testify together, of course they don't have to see. If you hold they don't have to see together. So of course they don't have to testify together. There's no marker. So that's what he said. I don't know. You asked him. I don't know. But if Shuvah Kocha agrees with Rav Nosson, Shuvah Kocha that said they don't have to see together agrees with Rav Nosson. They don't have to testify together. Says the Gemara. I don't need this. Has to the place where it says they have to do one, because it says Loshon Yochid Bariyah. Shuvah Kocha says it doesn't have to be necessarily together. Haggadah, they only learn from Yomi. So it gets it was a bad deal. Gave him a smicha because he thought he was going to give you a good shvuah. And he tells me anything, nothing. Over there, you became already a rov of not putting you down. Something more, Omar, Rav Zeiro, Shmami, no, Gavri, Rabba, on the stomach. Or the other Guru says, Nisbach. In other words, is it because he was Soymech, it's already a Svicha? Or once he became a Rebbe, don't put him there? We pass the what they do not have to testify together. They don't have to see together. Doesn't matter it's karka metalti. Now we're going to start differentiate. Why should we be different? So the karka, there's no reason not to be okay. If Reuven saw Shmerel selling barrel in the field, and Shimon saw Shmerel, a barrel of the meaning to Shmerel they saw in the field, so it's the same field. You talk about the field is not moving, so we talk about the same thing. But metaltalin, we talk about two different things. Could be that if one says I gave you $100, another one says I debate, it could mean something else. So one says we pass in both. Because it's the same thing. We're learning metaltalin. They're arguing kakos. He agrees you don't have to see it together. That was learned in the house of Karna. He said a brayso. They agree in Eidus Bechor. What's Eidus Bechor? So here we have a big machlokes. Rashi learns Eidus Bechor means the two Eidim say that there was a blemish in this Bechor. That the blemish came on its own. In other words, that the Kohen did not do the blemish. So it doesn't matter if the came into the V'dai, because we're talking about the same Bechor. Taisus learns that they're made that this person is the Bechor to his father. He's the firstborn. So Uveidus Karka to go to the same Karka. Uveidus Chazaka means 3 years the same Karka, which is again Karka, to talk about the same Karka. V'chen shebebein v'sherabas, we'll see in the moment what it means. What do they say in all that? Everybody agrees they don't have to see it together. Similar Gava crumbs. My summer pligi. The one who says Allah, he obviously learns that the Rebbeinu argue Karka. Even though it's the same Karka, they have to do it together. They have to see it together. And the one who says that they're not arguing disagrees. So the one that the Eidim, two Eidim in a boy and a girl, they don't have to see together. What does it mean? This you probably remember for both Kama and Bobas. So one says, I saw, we're talking about a Ben and Bas is what? Are the Gedolim not? Do they have hair? Become a God. One said, I saw one hair in her back. And the other one says, I saw one hair in her stomach, which means one saw in front, one saw in the back. Each one saw one hair. Says the Gemara, not only the fact that it's 1/8. It's also I have another. What do you say? Each one is saying they saw one hair. Is one hair a gadol? How many years do you need to have to be a gadol? 2 hairs. Each one saw one hair. Right? They only saw one hair. So none of them saw her gadol. So you want to join it together and create a gadol? That nobody says you can do. Hello, no. One side I saw 2 hairs in her back. So she's a gadol because of that. The other one I saw 2 hairs in the front. So you say there, 2 Eidim and they join them together. Because they both say that she's a gadol. Because you need 2 Eidim. But each one has to say she's a gadol. We pass so in both, they could see in different times. Which is same karka. Tell them that. Rav the time, what is Rav that said that the metallic doesn't, they don't pass kashu b'kocha? He goes to Shitos. Come Rav, he admitted we saw 2 admissions. You saw Reuben admitting to Shimon twice. And you want to join it together to be one eighth. Or you saw alone, another one saw Idah. It is mitzvah. Why the mitzvah? Because it may be the same thing. Reuben saw, let's go, you have a malva and the loiv. Reuben saw the loiv had meaning to the malva on Shabbos, I owe you money. And Shimon saw the loiv had meaning to the malva, he owes the money on Monday. Could it be the same money? Yeah, why not? Same thing on Levon and Odo. What? Yeah, that could be I joined together. Same thing on Levon and Odo. Reuben saw the loan happening, and Shimon saw admission. It's the same money. So I accept it. But if I see two different loans, Reuben sees the loan happening on Sunday. Shimon sees another loan happening on Tuesday. It's not the same loan. Or a loan that happened after admission. Again, that's not the same avo. So he holds there needs to be at least possibility to be tzarif. Not. And that's why he holds in Yeshiva Kocho only kakores and not in metal. Why by two loans you say they don't join? The money the he saw that money, he saw that money. His meaning is like that basically what Shuli put it out. Who said that it's the same money? We'll talk about it more specific, as Shuli pointed out. Yeah, the second one says, when he admitted, when the Levi admitted to the Malva, I owe you money on Monday, says that's the same money I spoke to you on Shabbos in front of Reuven. So Shimon knows that Reuven saw it as well. So okay, so the second one knows that he's joining the first one. The first one doesn't know there's a second one to join him. Now here it's a little hard to understand. Who should they have to know? As long as they testify in the same thing, should be fine. Who should they have to know? The Gemara now assumes they have to know. Right, so he says, Rashi says that he can look at him, baby, who ate the mashu tarvar kechat. Still not to say together. So what the other ozil omelele kamayim one of the kamok or dinam lay nam kayiploin. So that's what we're talking about. Also, you go back. The person went back to Reuven and said, Reuven, remember I admitted in front of you that I owe money to the lender? I did the same admission for Shimon. 2 days later, it's the same money. So both Eidim know that they're together. He says, okay, I really had a big question, but you answer my question. In other words, by money, only if you know, now here goes back to Shuli's question, only if you know for a fact that's the same money. So then you join it together. If you have an option, it's not the same money, so maybe not. So the Gemara, hey, why are you so happy? They put a ox into it, an axe, meaning they broke it down. Right? That is a doach halavo. If you talk, in other words, what does it mean that I doach halavo? Because if I'm telling you that's the same thing, it's exactly a doach halavo. What's the difference between a doach? If I came in and told you to Reuven, it's the same thing. So doach halavo is the same. So why bring more examples? Okay, sorry, right? So right. So that's a good doach halavo. So you gave me such a good gishrak answer. You said I'll explain to you. Everything is the same. Then you yourself asked the question. You answer. So mitu diklov is kavitu. You put down a tree and you put it back up. You had a big question. You put it down, and then you see back the question's back. You didn't really help. So when I die, I'm gonna say doesn't matter. The 280 we're talking about two different loans. In all the cases. Mitzvah. Why? As long I know that this person, based in 280, I know that Shimon owes Reuven. I know the borrower owns Reuven $1,000. Now it may be two different loans, so maybe he owes $2,000. But with 280, I know about 1,000. So I'm going to join together, even though they're not testifying about the same exact. We'll stop over here, and Be'ez Hashem will continue from here tomorrow night.